Greetings, mortals. I am Future Shogun, talking about past Shogun's work. Because, and this is important, I didn't hit the record button for my microphone. So welcome back to Starsector. First of all, many massive apologies. Oh my god. Look at all the supplies leaving. Many massive apologies for how late it's been, how delayed it's been going on. It's been a bad month. Check my vlog if you want to know what's happened emotionally, and also I was at a con. So I have been ill. Now, right now, I have just noticed that I'm spending 100 supplies a day, and I've just repaired all my ships and realised I now have 43 supplies, and I'm spending 3 a day. This is the bit where I'm doing a little bit of a panic. Yes, I'm now panicking. It's a bit of a problem because, of course, I don't want to be panicking, but I'm going to sell everything, make all the money. I don't know where I was because it's been a little while in the last one, but I believe in good stuff. Or that, I believe in selling good stuff and hoping for the best. Like 1 million credits, that's awesome. But my Gehenna is still, broken down. The rest of my ships are okay. The Speedle I haven't yet noticed, but it's only capped at 35%. You see the Speedle? You see it capped? I've not noticed that. That's going to become important very soon, because I'm taking that into battle with me. Now, I also want to build in the extended hangars for my Condor class carriers, so the Farthest and the Welsh are going to get upgrades. Mainly because I don't want to ever accidentally not have them. It'll also give me an extra 10 points to do stuff like attack, so on. But I don't really know what else I need to do. I want to have all of my main ships, even if I sell them, have 2 buildings. The thing with the carriers is, I don't really have much in the way that helps. Mostly it's just extended hangars. And then, what do I do after that? It's a difficult one. So I'm leaving it as and when. Now, outside of that, what else do I have? Well, it's okay. Got the hangars, got that. The big issue I'm going to have is, because the Gehenna's down. My Gehenna's obviously the big assault shock ship. With that badly damaged and currently mothballed, I don't know why I'm taking it with me, I don't have much in the way of actual frontline ships. The Night Reavers are useful, but they're not frontline ships. I use them as shock troopers, and obviously they're meant to hit the enemy and hit them hard. They're not. They are Alpha Strike glass cannon carriers. They carry a lot of firepower, but they use up huge amounts of flux. And then they don't have any. So I need to figure that out. Now, I also only have, give or take, 12 days before I run out of supplies. Just small things. Just 12 days of supplies and then I'm probably doomed. Is that good? Not really. Like, there's resources. Is there anything useful here? No. Great. Now, at this point, I had forgotten why I was in deep space. I'd forgotten where my outpost was, and I'd forgotten where the locals were, which of course is super important, because I need to know where the locals are to be locally situated. So obviously, like, the local, I tried suspending all supplies in the mad hope that suddenly the game works differently. It didn't, so I'm still screwed. So I'm having a quick look. I found the Independence down there. I was going to go straight to them, grab supplies. But in my head, I am looking for my outpost, forgetting it doesn't show on the map. Which is an issue for me. I'd like it to show on the map. It does not. It's not a colony. It doesn't show. So there's me desperately having a look and trying to remember. I don't remember. I don't remember at all. And I'm like, oh wait. If I check, I'm looking here. See, I'm trying to find my intel. I was trying to figure out where it is. And I'm like, oh yeah, there it is. There's the outpost. There it is. How do I see it? How do I see my outpost? I don't. I can see it somewhere. I don't know where it is. Then I realised, if I check the colonies tab past Shogun, there you go, past Shogun, I can do that and then fly to it. And how far away is it? A couple of days. Perfect. Crisis horribly averted. Which, helps me. Helps me a lot. Outside of that, I need some better ships. again, I don't have much in the way of ships. I don't have much in the way of combat gear, which is an issue for a game about fighting. Now, you can see I'm looking at supplies. I'm probably going to grab, was it 1,000? No, 900. I don't like doing big numbers, do I? Going to grab a little more supplies. There's no crew here, which is a problem. I do store a lot of resources I don't actually need. There's no crew. There's nothing. Literally nothing I can do. Literally nothing, which is a shame. But I store everything here I don't want. That would be great. Outside of that, I think I need better ships. Now, obviously, I have some ships here, but they're all big ships. I don't want to get to a stage where I completely overwhelm the enemy. But I'm having a little look around. Like, I'd love to bring in some of the stuff. Like the Lofi's here, useless to me. Sakonis is here. You're all here, just happy. And I think just there, I noticed a Speedle. And I have a little look at the Speedle. The Speedle has a lot of issues. An awful lot of issues. And you see, it's got 6 problems. And they're all causing a lot of issues. An awful, awful lot of issues. Now, I can't fully restore it because I require 8,000 credits more. 8,000 credits, that's all it costs. But, yeah, Speedle is a problem. A big problem. I tried hoping that I put the combat renders up that way to fix it. It didn't. Optimism at its finest. Also, I'm dumb. I apologise for my dumbitude. Now, outside of that, see, I can go over there. I look at some ships I can put in. I store the Speedle. I don't move the Commander over. I apologise immensely for that one. And then I grab the Lofi, which is an issue because the Lofi requires slightly more crew. Not Q, crew. Slightly more. Slightly more. So I have a look around. I go, what do you need? Speedle. What do you need? It definitely requires 240 skeleton crew. Do you know how much the Speedle requires? 640 crew. That's 400 more crew. Is that great? Not particularly for me, but you know, I'm not smart, so I thought it'd be great. It's not. And now that I've survived that, I have some resources under my belt. I have some active combat ships that are good assault force. It's time to go and actually do a bounty. It's about here. I'm having a quick look at the bounty I was looking at. As you can see, it looks pretty good, 120k, nothing too major. Then have a look at the other 2 bounties, apparently in the same system. And this 400k one with 20 other supporting ships, and this 400k one with 20 other supporting ships. I have raised fleet limits to 30 active ships. I don't have 30 active ships, which means 400k fleets in my current weakened condition could completely and utterly destroy me. Let's hope we don't meet any of the 2 big ships or big fleets, because that could be a problem. Oh, our first one. What is it? What is it? It says it's a danger green. It says it's danger green. That's not the Gehenna, is it? So I'll have a quick look. Let's go. What are you? You're not the Gehenna. Are you this one? Yes, yes you are. It's a 400k fleet. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. Let's get our war on, I guess. So I'm going to send in the big stuff because that's all I literally have. Literally all I have. Because at this point I realised I forgot to deploy the Lucre Hawk. I was like, oh, that's a bit of an issue. So I'll just take over the Dread Carrier. Although I will change my mind. The Dread Carrier is good, but I don't want to have, you know, a control of, I think, 50% of my entire fleet's fighter capability. So I'm going to switch over to the Lapsus, because obviously it's more of an assault carrier. Now, initial engagement is going to go interestingly, because obviously it's a lot of fighters versus a lot of fighters. I obviously have a lot of fighters, but a lot of them aren't in my storage. Also, I have yet to notice I could, if I wanted to, deploy the Lucre Hawk, because I gained a bit of reinforcement from owning territory, they not having too much territory. I've not noticed that. I'm also not good with flying this ship. Moors are not my specialty, so I'm going to get EMP'd and shot at a lot, and then I'm going to realise this isn't a good ship for me to control. Now, luckily, the enemy isn't doing too well. I'm holding it here. I'm going to set up a battle line, at the very least, because I need to hold this. But I'm not good with the Mora. I never have been. It's just not my style. And look at the amount of missiles being exchanged between both sides. And torpedoes now, look at it. Luckily the Falcons are going down. They are the greatest threat. Because I don't have much straight up frontline capabilities, as I keep talking about. My frontline capability is currently being hit by fighters. And my carrier is leading the charge. Of course it is. So let's bring in the Lucre Hulk. It's going to take a little while to get here, but I thought I'd do it. Then I'm like, might take me out of the battlefield. That ship's a better ship. That one I just crossed over. The Nutmeg. Now, I've never actually piloted the Nutmeg. Because, let's face it, I'm dumb. And also, this ship is, if I remember correctly, more based on missiles. It's more of a missile support ship. It's like an area denial. But I've not really... I'm still equipping it, so it's not really in my wheelhouse. I do know when it opens fire, though, it can really punish any ship. And that's what we need right now, although the fighters are still an issue. And obviously every ship I have has a lot of fighters. This one I think has the wrong level of support. I think this needs a lot more defensive fighters, but you know, it's alright. And then we have Vanguards. I hate Vanguards. Obviously I want to punish this little more when it goes past, but I absolutely bloody hate Vanguards. Oh, that means the Lucre Hulk's in position. Those are its defensive ships. Vanguards are like Moras in the fact that they just do not die. I have fired entire salvos of missiles and beams into those bloody things. They just keep going. Look, see, just like a beam to the face, the more, a lot of damage. If it was a bloody Vanguard, it would have just left. They just go away. Vanguards, horrible, horrible things. Absolutely horrible things. Now, luckily, their carriers are completely unprotected. Look, see, look at that Vanguard. Look at that Vanguard tanking. The amount of weapon fire. The carrier died. The Vanguard, look, it's just leaving. Look at the bugger just leaving. And now the Morthan's dying. Look at that bloody thing. It just keeps going. Horrible, horrible ships, the Vanguards. Doom be upon their creator. I actually shook my fist. Outside of that, everything else. Oh, the Morthan just yelled, I am big. And then blew his load. Typical. But like, see, the Manticore, which is an actual assault destroyer, nearly dead. Look at all the Vanguards. Look at them all. Oh my god, Vanguards. Hate them. Absolutely hate them. Oh my god. See? That died. Manticores can kill my ships. So can Vanguards. But Manticores die. Look at it. Look at it just live. It's on fire. It's being attacked by like 20 fighters. It lasted longer than that carrier. That carrier melted in one salvo. Even the Moras die faster than Vanguard. So, you may have noticed I have mixed feelings about Vanguards. Oh my god, I hate them. Everything else is going my way. Obviously, the Lapsus is slightly on fire. Mainly on the side. By the looks of it. Is it mainly on the side? Yeah, it looks like it's mainly on the side. But what's killing it? Vanguards. Of course they are. There we go, shields up, it's armoured. But yeah, the armour on this thing, look, it's entirely gone on the side and the rear. The frontal armour is still great. Because they got flanked by... Look at that Vanguard! So, outside of that, everything else is mostly easy kills. If you bring half a fleet to shoot it at once. Or it just does the whole perky thing. Not the pinky and perky thing, the actual perk thing where it just puts up a damage reduction shield. God, look at it go. One beam. Hanging out with his friends, mocking me. Like bullies they are. Like literal bullies. That's coming from me. They're super ship. Look at them. Look at them all. Horrible. Horrible things. Just die. Just die. Yep, there's the beam. Come on, die. No? The Juno cast is very happy about the battle being over. I'm proud of that. But yeah, Vanguards. I think the only thing left now is Vanguards. I'd be super annoyed if their flagship was a Vanguard and just left. Look at it, just there. Just hanging out. Sod that. No, I don't really care for Vanguards. I don't really care about them. I'm going to get my ship and I'm leaving. I'm taking my ship and I'm going home. Luckily, that was a 400k relationship bounty, and I'm happy with that. Sod those guys, and now I need to stop one of these guys. And my big issue here is I don't have the crew. But if I drop 2 ships out, I can't keep fighting. I'd like to take at least the actual target bounty with me. Not the other 400k, sod the 400k. And there's a fleet there, over there on the side. That could be either of them. I just want the 100k fleet. What are you? That's a... what's it called? Not the Gehenna. I think... It's got 2 stars though. Is that the other 400k? Who knows? Because the 400k was 1 star. Okay, so the 400k fleet is an Atlas. That's not an Atlas. So the 400k fleet's probably much higher. I'm losing enough ships of it. Now the 100k fleet is now a threat to me. Let's do emergency repairs, because I kind of want the Mora not to be dead. And let's go say hello. Now, obviously, we are low on supplies, low on armour, low on existence. Let's just push in with 5 ships, do an assault on the left and a capture on the right. I'm going to stay in the centre, with the right side, as it were, just in case I need to support it. Because I like my ship being in the centre so it can respond to either side, and the enemy isn't that powerful, but they do have about 30 ships. One good thing about this fleet is it's mostly easy to kill things, like kites. Bloody ejector seats with engines kites are. Sometimes they're useful, only in large numbers. And then we have the Hammerhead, which as you can see also has a damage shield going on. Every single time I fight something, it just has some kind of shield to stop damage happening. Just die. Just die. Just stay dead. Outside of that, obviously, there's the main target, which is actually called a Prometheus, not a Gehenna. Obviously, the only other real big issues are going to be, having a quick look at the map, probably the Eagle behind it, and maybe the carriers supporting it. The Gehenna, I mean, the Prometheus, the Eagle, and the carriers. Obviously, the Hammerheads are an issue in direct support. But let's see, there's a carrier over there leading the front line. That's easily killed. That's whatever that is. Firing loads of torpedoes. I think it's actually firing mines now, look at it. A lot of these ships carry mine deploys, like that. Just deployed mines from the Prometheus. But yeah, I'd like to take out the carriers, so I rule the space skies. The space skies will be mine. There we go. Look at that melting. So the Colossus on the left went down, the Colossus on the right went down. That's their carrier support gone. That's the Cerberus. It's trying to be a Vanguard, but it's dead. Screw the Cerberus. Oh, there's another carrier up there I just noticed. But yeah. I'd like to take out the Eagle. I'd like to push it away. I'd like to kill this bugger. This bloody Vanguard watching me. I also want to take out this while it's on its own, because I saw it do the whole mine thing. And I'd like to not deploy any ships. We seem to be winning so far. I'd like to keep my options open and my supplies low. Because right now, of course, my supplies are not that low. But they're going to be there very soon, because we're completely and utterly out of crew. Quickly punish the Eagle. Push it away. And then while it's going away, because I think the beam literally pushed it out the way because it's going backwards, we're going to try and push our luck on the other targets, like the Vanguard, the most important threat they have. Gods, I hate it. Look at it. See, these 2 guys, dead easy to kill. Those are real ships. This thing, screw it. Just die. There we go. Oh, as you can see there, it's just made my Dread carrier a little bit on fire. Not too major. Obviously, there's enough hammerheads to actually punish. They are very fast. There's just not enough because 2 of them are dead. I think 2 of them are dead. I'm going to give that a bit of a hello. It looks hello to me. I apologise if I sound a bit sniffly. I am still fluey. And obviously I'm recording this a second time, so I'm even more fluey because I've talked a lot. It's hurting my throat. I see the Eagle's been pushed back, supported by 2 ejector seats. And there goes the hammerhead. All we've got left is the Prometheus and a carrier, which appears to be on fire. So cool. Appears to be very on fire. Good. Good, 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 good. And now it appears to be exploding. There it goes, gone down. Obviously the Prometheus isn't the greatest of threats. They've not built it like I have, so it's strong, but it's retreating a lot. It needs to have a charge. It needs to push in with support. It has no real support because the final hammerhead is just down there doing its own thing. It generally needs to push in, cause a hole with its heavy attacks, and then survive. Obviously I have the heaviest ships right now. The only other heavy ships are the hammerheads, which are gone, and the Eagle, which is behind me. Slightly on fire, but no real issues. Oh my god. I think we're doing well. I think we're doing really well. So I'm going to have my entire fleet wipe out the Prometheus, sod the Prometheus, and I'm going to go and bully the Eagle. I almost forgot what it was then for a second. There we go. Die, 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 die. Bit more dying. Catch fire. Torpedoes to the face. Beam to the face. Didn't take out the engines. Killed a kite. Good. Ejector seat's gone. And the Prometheus has fallen. Which means at this point, I watch that Eagle slowly escape. Yes, that Eagle escapes the bloody battlefield. Look at it go, just slowly floating away like a piece of rubbish. Now, in about a minute's time, I'll prepare to end my recording and realise that the mic's muted. So, at this stage, I'm going to call it. We've killed it all, we've got a load more money, 120k, and I'm going to head back to base to try and grab some crew. That's literally what I'm going to do. Heading back to base to grab some crew. I apologise for the delay. I apologise for having to record over it, and I apologise for having flu. Sod you, bloody Eagle, for surviving. I've been the Fallen Shogun. Take care, be awesome, be epic, be amazing, and I'll be seeing you sometime soon. We are very, very low on supplies, very low on existence. Grab some more supplies, and it's time to leave. I want the 400k, just not that much. Goodbye.